Feeling like a parasite, get away what you want from me. I'll give you anything. Just don't leave me on my own, desperate and destitute, a shadow of the former self I knew. My dear, take what you want from me. I'll give you anything. Just don't leave me on my own, desperate and destitute, a shadow of the former sucker for a part-time lover's romance. Take time if you need it. Rewind and repeat it. Will tears fall? Better believe it. Every day feels like forever. Take time if you need it. Rewind and repeat it. Will tears fall? Better believe it. Every day feels like forever. Say what you want, I'll believe it. No, you don't really have to mean it.
I never had a chance. Always was a sucker for a part-time lover's romance.
Yeah, take what you want, I don't need it. I'll play the giver if you'll receive it.
Never had a chance. Always was a sucker for a part-time lover's romance.
Every day is bittersweet, sweet bitter. I've got the time if you've got time to remember. But it's clear that you don't. If you did, then you'd show it. You feel it and I know it. Every day is bittersweet, sweet bitter. Disappointment, yeah, you sure to deliver. Now I seem just like an orphan on Christmas. I'll take what I can get, but it's not on my wish list. Was it ever on the wish list? Take time if you need it. Rewind and repeat it. Will tears fall? Better believe it. Every day feels like forever. Take time if you need it. Rewind and repeat it. Will tears fall? Better believe it. Every day feels like forever. Every day feels like forever. Take time if you need it. Rewind and repeat it. Take time if you need it. Razor, making headlines and headstones, breaking hearts and breaking bones. Your life's a performance, so let the cameras roll. Razor, you know it's all too good to last. If it's not too much to ask, slow down, slow down, slow down before you crash. Oh, before you crash. Razor, you're such a fatal attraction. Friends are only from fashion. We may last for a while, but we'll go out of style. Oh, the car. And don't try and stop me. Stay where you are, 'cause there you can't hurt me. Took things too far, and I don't deserve this. No, I don't deserve this. You said that you'd always be honest. I mean what you say, but you broke every promise that you ever made, and I don't deserve this. No, I don't deserve this. If I had just one bullet and a trigger, I'd pull it. Shoot my Cupid out of the sky, break off his wings and gouge out his eyes, and thank him for nothing, 'cause that's all that he gave to me. Your love is my heart disease. Don't try and call, I'm not gonna answer. I'm not gonna fall for another disaster that you put me through, and I don't deserve this. No, I don't deserve this. If I had just one bullet and a trigger, I'd pull it. Shoot my Cupid out of the sky, break off his wings and gouge out his eyes, and thank him for nothing, 'cause that's all that he gave to me. Your love is my heart disease. Shoot my Cupid out of the sky, break off his wings and gouge out his eyes, and thank him for nothing, 'cause that's all that he gave to me. Your love is my heart disease. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. Don't care anymore about you. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. 'Cause without you, I don't care anymore. I'm better off, better off, better off, better off. Shoot my Cupid out of the sky, break off his wings and gouge out his eyes, and thank him for nothing, 'cause that's all that he gave to me. Your love is my heart disease. Shoot my Cupid out of the sky, break off his wings and ask him just why he plays such a sick joke on the fool that is me, and curse me with the sickness. Your love is my heart disease. This is me saying goodbye, but not just for tonight. This is the final exit I should have made so long ago. Why did I wait? This is me saying goodbye, but not just for tonight. This is the final exit I should have made so long ago. Why did I wait? This is me saying goodbye, but not just for tonight. know me, that you control me. Have you figured it out? Boy, I'm not breaking. Better get praying. You need the saving to keep it devout. I told you once, I told you twice. I can't be tricked, can't be hypnotized. You tell me I'm ready when I'm sitting here in silence. Don't try and tell me what a girl wants. Just shut up and give it to me. You got the picture painted all wrong. No, I won't be your masterpiece. So free these lines, I'll chew 'em up and spit 'em out. Don't try and tell me what a girl wants. Shut up and give it to me. Sick and perverted, nobody's perfect. This shit ain't worth it. I'm calling you out. You're calling me crazy, then calling me baby, like it's gonna change things. But I figured you out. I told you once, I told you twice. I can't be tricked, can't be hypnotized. You tell me I'm ready when I'm sitting here in silence. Don't try and tell me what a girl wants. Shut up and give it to me. You got the picture painted all wrong. No, I won't be your masterpiece. So free these lines, I'll chew 'em up and spit 'em out. Don't try and tell me what a girl wants. Shut up and give it to me. Shut up and give it to me. Shut up and give it to me. If you really give a fuck about me, you shut your mouth and you let me speak. You only care about what you want for me, what you want for me, not what I want for me. If you really give a fuck about me, you shut your mouth and you let me speak. You only care about what you want for me, what you want for me, not what I want for me. Don't try and tell me what a girl wants. Shut up and give it to me. You got the picture painted all wrong. No, I won't be your masterpiece. So free these lines, I'll chew 'em up and spit 'em out. Don't try and tell me what a girl wants. Shut up and give it to me. If you really give a fuck about me, shut up and give it to me. Shut your mouth and you let me speak. If you really give a fuck about me, shut up and give it to me. Don't try and tell me what a girl wants. Shut up and give it to me. I wanna get closer to where you hide. I wanna see further into your eyes. I wanna go deeper into what you deny. I wanna keep falling until there's no light. I don't fear the dark. Show me all your scars. I wanna know who you are. I don't fear the dark. Give me all your heart. I wanna know who you are. Show me the skeletons in your closet. Don't wanna play pretend. Oh no. All of the skeletons, they will haunt us. Let me in. I'm so sick, can't quit, can't stop my hands from shaking. So sick, can't quit, feels like my bones are breaking. Without you, would you suffer for me? Feel our affliction, set us free. The kind of hurt that we both need. And suffer for you, would you suffer for me? How deep, how far will you go? Tell me, 'cause I wanna know. Give you my life, all the air that I breathe. And suffer for you, would you suffer for me? It's not real unless it hurts, 'cause true love is a curse. Let's compare each other's scars to see who really had it worse. I'll inflict myself upon you, 'cause the pain means we're alive. We'll scratch our way through the dark, 'cause the struggle's to survive. Sacrifice all that's left, so we'll give it till it hurts. Suffer for you, would you suffer for me? Feel our affliction, set us free. The kind of hurt that we both need. And suffer for you, would you suffer for me? How deep, how far will you go? Tell me, 'cause I wanna know. Give you my life, all the air that I breathe. And suffer for you, would you suffer for me? Would you hurt for me? Would you bleed for me? Would you die for me? Suffer, suffer, suffer for you, would you suffer for me? Feel our affliction, set us free. The kind of hurt that we both need. And suffer for you, would you suffer for me? How deep, how far will you go? Tell me, 'cause I wanna know. Give you my life, all the air that I breathe. And suffer for you, would you suffer for me?
The damage is done, enough is enough. How do I break this cage of mistrust? Trapped by the flames while burned at the stake. From every lie my mind can't erase. It follows me like a ghost at the gate that I can't forget, that I can't escape. How do I unbreak my heart? Reverse all the pain. Put the broken pieces that were shattered back back. I know, it's a bad cliche, but suffice to say that it's exactly where I'm at.
2, 3, 4.
I just can't take this anymore. The same knuckles knocking at my chamber door. The same faces that I've always seen before. Is it selfish of me to just wanna be alone? I don't think so. We don't know who we are. It's just a game we play. Oh, it's sad to say we still don't know who we are. We don't know who we are. It's just a game we play. Oh, it's sad to say we still don't know who. It's just a game we play. We do it every day and we still don't know who. to be alive. If the world froze over and everybody died, and you and I were the only ones alive, I'd say I'm sorry you made it, it's more than you deserve. Don't try and make it better, you only make it worse. If the world froze over and everybody died, and you and I were the only ones alive, I'd say I'm sorry you made it, it's more than you deserve. Don't try and make it better, you only make it worse. Say I'm sorry you made it, it's more than you deserve. You'll always make it worse. Shallow grave where you're buried underneath, but don't drag me with you. A mistake that's been clawing at my skin, and I can't take you out. Is it wrong that I question my self-control? Your ghost stands between what I know and what I'm missing. Something isn't right. I've been wasting so much goddamn time. Plug me out of all my misery. Pull the trigger, let me know what's real, so I can start again and learn to fail. I fought so hard to push away all these tempting thoughts. It's too late to conjure them again. What held me back in the end? The fear of never knowing what's ahead. I'm sick of the disappointment. The bitterness is overwhelming, and nothing's gonna change around me if I don't get rid of you. I wanna shout the wicked words you told me. Down your fucking throat and let it sink in, and kill off what's left of you. Your ghost stands between what I know and what I'm missing. Something isn't right. I've been wasting so much goddamn time. Plug me out of all my misery. Pull the trigger, let me know what's real, so I can start again and learn to fail. So unfortunate it's come to this, that I bleed my blood. Don't waste your breath with selfishness. You've done enough hurt. Your ghost stands between what I know and what I'm missing. Something isn't right. Now